Good evening. Welcome to Bedford North Lawrence High School. We are here tonight as number 1 Warren Central visits Bedford North Lawrence, the first game in the series. Should be an exciting one. The Warren Central brings in a 37-game winning streak as the defending state 4A champions. BNL is 4-6. Joined tonight by guest commentator Heidi Williams. Heidi, we're glad to join us. We've got should be an outstanding basketball game. It contrasts the styles. Warren Central likes to pressure, get up and down the floor, score a lot of points. They're one of the top scoring offenses in the state. Bedford North Lawrence will probably try to be very deliberate.
Yes, I saw that they've been winning their games by almost 30 points a game. They've been outscoring teams quite a bit, so we probably want to slow that down a little bit and try to just run our offense and do our thing.
The scary thing about Warren Central is they're 5-0 this season and have done so without 2 key players. David Bell, one of the finalists for Mr. Football and a high-level recruit for that sport, who's going to make his announcement for college early in January, has missed the season. He suffered a high ankle sprain at the end of football season and has not played yet this year. And another key player, Sean Beeler, suffered a broken foot the first day of practice. And so Coach Chris Byers has been without 2 key people, but they haven't missed them much. They've still got some high-level scores, the 3 guys averaging in double figures, led by Jesse Bingham, who's averaging 14.8 points, Isaiah Moore at 16.8, and Jacoby Robinson in the middle, averaging 11.4. So they have firepower.
And the Moore kid looks like he really puts up the threes. Watch a little bit of his games on Huddle, and he really can put up the threes from about any distance. He just pull up on a fast break and shoot a 3. So we've got to be ready to contain that as well.
BNL has played back-to-back ranked teams and has suffered losses, close games, both of them so far. They were lost at Silver Creek, which was ranked in the top 10 in Class 3A, and they lost at Indianapolis Addicts last week, which was also ranked in the top 5 in Class 3A, but this is another level. This is Class 4A. This is Warren Central, and they are one of the best teams in the state. As we said, 37 consecutive wins since going undefeated and winning the state championship last year. Chris Byers, a long-time Bloomington South assistant coach, coached 1 year at Martinsville before taking over the Warren Central program. Warren Central has an outstanding athletic program all the way around. As we know, we saw their girls team last year. They defeated BNL in the semi-state, went on to win the state championship, and their football team is state champion. So a lot of good things going on at Warren Central.
Yeah, they're accustomed to winning, so they're not going to come in any game and take it lightly. They know every team is coming out to give them their best shot. Everybody wants to upset that team.
BNL will counter with junior guard Brayton Bailey, averaging 17.1 points. Senior guard McCall Ray, averaging 12.7, and senior wing Jathan Ritter, averaging 14.0. So those are the 3 main scores for the Stars. As you said, they're 4-6. They've lost back-to-back games. This is not the game you want to kind of end the losing streak and bounce back, but it's a key game for the Stars. You know, to measure how good they really are. They came close against ranked competition, as we said, the last couple of games, but this one is, kind of a measuring stick. Warren Central, for them, this is an interesting week because they play tonight, and then on Saturday they will be traveling to Newcastle to compete in the Hall of Fame Classic. They're in one of the key prestigious tournaments. So the BNL girls will be there tomorrow, and on Saturday is the boys tournament, and Warren Central will take part in that. We're going to take a break for just a few minutes with our audio call. We were going to break for the national anthem, and then we'll be back and bring you Warren Central against Bedford North Lawrence. Welcome back. We want to thank tonight's sponsor, Four Seasons Sporting Goods here in Bedford, for being the sponsor of tonight's live stream. And if you're watching on the live stream, please chat with us. Let us know where you're watching from. Please remember to keep it civil on the chat. But we enjoy seeing where everybody's watching the games from. For our first few broadcasts, we've had people from all over the United States join us for watching games, and we appreciate that. And we appreciate Four Seasons sponsoring tonight's broadcast. Go over to the starting lineups real quick, or what we think will be the starting lineup for Warren Central. Coach Chris Byers told me during the week that David Bell and Sean Beeler would not be playing, but we see them down in warm-ups and going through the warm-ups, but we don't think that they'll be seeing action tonight. Neither one are sitting on the bench ready for the starting lineup. The starting lineup for Warren Central will likely be Jesse Bingham, one forward, Jacoby Robinson, and the other forward at the post, and 3 guards of Manuel Brown, Link Stanley, and Isaiah Moore. The Stars will go with their usual starting lineup. One forward, senior Jathan Ritter. The other forward, senior Drew Scheffler. Junior Cale Bunch will be in the middle, and then the guards will be McCall Ray and Brayton Bailey. Heidi, it's going to be key for the BNL guards, if they can, to handle the pressure and control tempo. That's going to be the whole key tonight.
Absolutely. It's going to be the biggest thing tonight is just going to play our game. Don't try to run with them. Don't try to do things that are not what we normally do. That's what happens when you get caught up in running with the other team and doing things that you don't normally do. We just got to stick to our thing, shoot our shots, rebound the ball, give them one opportunity. That's going to be a big key too, keeping them off the boards.
Looking at the coaches, an interesting connection. Matt Seifers, of course, now here with Bedford North Lawrence, was an assistant with South on the same staff as Chris Byers with the Panthers. So they had quite a connection that goes back, and in fact, that's why this game is being played, because both teams had holes in the schedule. Chris made a phone call, and here we are.
Well, there's nothing better than playing against the #1 team, like you said earlier, trying to see where we really stack up, what we measure, how we need to get ready for the tournament going into February and March.
About ready for action here as we get right underway. Jacoby Robinson, 6'6", will jump against Drew Scheffler. Jesse Bingham also listed as 6'6", so quite a height advantage for the Warriors. And we're ready to go. Warren Central controls the tip, and Stanley will start the offense. BNL comes out man-to-man. Coach Byers wanted to check and see exactly what defenses BNL was in before they start running things. A little confusion, and now they get ready to go. Lob pass inside, goes up and scores. Easy basket for Manuel Brown. Warren Central out of the gate early. Carl Ray brings it up. Warren Central man-to-man. Ritter on the right wing. Bailey fakes. Goes the opposite way, fakes a handoff, now drives the baseline, dishes back to Bunch.
Nice play there by Brayton, getting up in the air. Cale finds a way to get in the hole, gets the 2 down.
Now a 3-pointer on the way, no good, and Stars there for the rebound. Ritter has it. McCall looks for the lob inside. Bailey gets the pass. Dribbles down, back to Bunch, wide open again.
Nice pass again by Bailey. Cale Bunch has really found a way here these last few games, finding a way to be in the hole and to get the opportunity to get those little junk baskets.
BNL 2 baskets by Cale Bunch. Bailey 2 assists.
Looks like we're in a 2-3 zone now.
Another 3 in the corner is off the mark. Bunch blocks out, tracks down the rebound, and throws it out of bounds. First turnover on the Stars. BNL played a lot of zone up at Indianapolis Attics last week, and Chris Byers was there in person to watch. So he was a little bit surprised by that, so zone defense tonight won't catch him off guard because BNL normally not a zone team.
We're back in man this time.
Bingham drives and scores against Bunch. 4-4. Ray brings it up, tries to shake his man, now drives. At the roll. Call Ray, BNL's first 3 shots go down.
Even though it was a little one-on-one there, it was a nice patience there by McCall to just wait that little setter step, and he got past him.
Stars back in the 2-3 zone. There's another long pass, and can't get the layup to go down. And a foul's called. Manuel Brown skied for that. Looked like he had a dunk, couldn't get it to go down. Ball was out of bounds. It'll stay with Warren Central on the rebound.
I think there was a foul there on Brayton on the rebound.
His first, team's first. 5:23 to go in the first quarter. Stanley triggers it in. Moore gets help to Bingham. Gets a screen, doesn't use it. Pulls up from 15, got it. Jesse Bingham 2 for 2. 6-6. Ritter starts the offense. Quick pass inside is intercepted. Robinson dribbles it up, hands it off. Stanley drives the baseline. Ball's kicked away, it'll stay with Warren Central. 6-6, 4:53 to go in the first quarter. Stanley looks, goes out deep to Moore. BNL still in zone. Bingham gets it inside. Robinson in the corner, back to Bingham in the lane, drives, and will go to the line for a 3-point play. Jesse Bingham, nice, smooth, and quick in the interior of the zone. Foul was on Bailey, and that is his second. Not good news for BNL, their best player. Now in foul trouble with 4:44 to go. The first, and Bingham completes the 3-point play. 9-6 Warren Central. Now full court pressure. They get it to Bailey. Ritter thought about it. Now drives into 12 feet and can't get it to go down. Rebound snatched away by Brown. Warren quickly attacks. 3-pointer in the corner is good by Stanley. 12-6. 8 straight points for the Warriors.
Quick shot by McCall.
Quick shot by McCall, no good. Rebound to Brown, and here it comes again.
Nice block there by Cale Bunch.
Bunch with the block. Bingham tracks it down. Now Warren will calm things down and reset everything.
Looks like we're kind of back in a 2-3 zone.
Brown on the white ring gets a screen from Robinson. Stanley fakes the pass, fires, can't get it. Bailey comes down with it. Loses it. Stolen and layup by Stanley. 3 turnovers.
McCall
Quick shot by Ray, no good. Bailey goes after it, collision, Bench gets it. Bailey. True dribbles into the lane, it's blocked away out of bounds, it'll stay with BNL. 14-6, Warren on a 10-0 run. Scheffler inbounds, fakes, drives, score. BNL calls a timeout. Nice inbounds play. It's 14-8, 3:09 to go in the first quarter.
Substitution for the Warriors, number 21, Jameson Smith.
Those are the kind of spurts, Heidi, that BNL has to avoid. Those quick 10-0 runs. You're playing well, all of a sudden, in a space of about 2.5 minutes, now you're looking at a double-digit deficit.
The 3 turnovers were a little bit unforced. One was just off a rebound and turned around and just kind of gave it back to him. Definitely can't do that. their pressure isn't hurting us too much. We're able to get the ball, break the press, and get it down. Missed a couple little shots we should have had. They'll stay competing.
Lane Hawkins has made his first appearance for BNL. 6'8" senior.
That'll help with some height. Kale played very, very, very well. Need some height in there, get the arms up, make it more difficult for them to see. Looks like we're back in the 2-3 zone right now.
Jamison Smith has made an appearance for Warren Central. Robinson has it. They're trying to look inside the zone for Bingham or Robinson. There's Robinson flashing, gets it, dishes it out. Smith checks in, shoots, no good.
Did well on blocking out there and getting just one opportunity. See if we can capitalize here.
Key, Ritter in the corner. Oh, spins out. Rebound to Smith. Robinson cross court three, no good for the big fella. Lane Hawkins tried to track it down. It'll stay here.
Another substitution for BNL.
Trey Millette.
Just give Ritter a second here, get him composed again. He'll get back in there. He's got to stay shooting. We need him to be hitting this game.
Smith will inbound. Robinson wanted the ball inside, didn't seem.
Good opportunity there. It was Brayton with 2 fouls. They should have went with him.
Bingham very slick in the middle of the zone there. Moore thought about three. Brown drives, Hawkins defends, but he gets the basket. 4 points for Brown, 16-8.
Again, the pressure, not too much for us. We're able to break that pretty easy. We just got to find a way to stop them.
Scheffler loses the ball in the paint. Still loses it, tracks it down, knocked away.
This should be ours. He was out of bounds.
It'll stay with BNL.
Very good hustle on both ends of the floor there. Full court pressure again by Warren Central.
They look for Bailey Long.
Nice pass, a little bit over the top.
And it's going to be a turnover. Carl Ray, of all people, the quarterback on the football team, too long on that inbounds pass. Bingham drives, Lane Hawkins went up with him, forced a little bit of an awkward shot. Now fast break for the Stars. Scheffler.
There he got his assist back. Very good pass. Lane Hawkins is creating a little bit of issue for him. Long arms.
6'8", and he's one of the state finalists in high jump. He can get off the floor. 1:07 to go in the first quarter. Brown to Smith on the right wing. Brown opened it again at the top of the key, didn't take it. Smith in the middle of the zone. Brown fakes in. Hawkins got a piece of it. And official's going to call a foul on BNL on loose ball rebound.
On Brayton.
Foul on Bailey, his third. Ooh.
Must have been on the rebound. Hawkins had a nice little block there.
That is a critical foul for Bedford North Lawrence. That's 3 on Bailey. 45.6 seconds to go in the first quarter. BNL's leading scorer is on the bench.
Ritter replaces Brayton out there. Looks like they may play for one here. We'll stay in our zone. Seifers with the call to change the defense just a little bit.
Going to go man-to-man for a few seconds, but we'll probably go back zone as when Warren decides they're going to attack. Now they go back zone. 10 seconds. Brown, top of the key, three-pointer, off the back of their iron. Millette tracks it down.
Good rebound, Trey.
Ray looks at the clock.
Oh, nice
clutch. No good. Into the first quarter. Warren Central 16, Bedford North Lawrence 10. We'll be back with the second in just a moment. Back at Bedford North Lawrence, getting ready for the start of the second quarter. Warriors, ranked number 1 in Class 4A, lead BNL 16-10. Good quarter for Warren Central as Jesse Bingham had 7 points. Malik Stanley had 5. Drew Scheffler and Cale Bunch both had 4 for the Stars. The big key though for BNL, 3 fouls on Brayton Bailey, the Stars leading score at 17.2 points. Going to have to adjust, Heidi.
Yeah, we stayed really be down only by 6 points for Brayton picking up his 3rd foul there at the end of the quarter. And they had that little run, what was a 10-0 run. So we've stayed with them. We've held our composure here. We're going to fight. McCall with a nice little move.
Ray draws contact, misses the shot. Robinson claims the rebound. Ritter back for BNL. BNL will start back to man-to-man defense. Bingham floats inside, no good. Robinson collects and scores. First basket for Robinson.
Again, the pressure wasn't too much for BNL there. We were able to get past that.
Scheffler attacks and he draws the foul.
It's a nice move, little pump fake, drove it to the basket. You just cannot give the second opportunity to Warren Central down there on the other end.
That was Robinson's first foul and Warren Central's first foul as we start the second quarter. Scheffler to the line for 2 shots. Made the first. Scheffler second, also good, 18-12. 6 points for Scheffler. BNL now with some pressure. Warren breaks it pretty easily. Robinson on the left wing, hands it to Moore for 3, way off, and Millette's got their long rebound, and he's off to the races. Now he slows down.
It was a good decision there by Millette to pull it back out.
Decision.
He kind of saw what he was facing.
6'6" defender bearing down on you is probably a wise choice. Scheffler fakes the handoff, dribbles in. They give it to Bunch. Back outside, Ray, 3-pointer, no good. Robinson tried to track down the rebound, couldn't save it, it'll stay on BNL's end. 18-12, 6:41 to go in the first half. Scheffler faked a handoff on the inbounds and foul is called on Warren Central. Moore's first, Warren's second. One of my favorite officials on the call, Lance Ringler. One of college golf's leading authorities on Twitter. Look him up. McCall Ray hands it to Trey Millette. Dribbles in, double pumps from 15. No good. Bunch rescues that rebound. Scheffler from 15 got it.
There we go.
Drew Scheffler having the best game of the season so far. He has 8 points. It's 18-14, 6:25 to go in the first half. By the way, that'll be the last shout out I give to any official.
Next time I ref, if you're commentating,
Okay.
I sure hope that I get a little bit of a shout out.
Okay. Looking back at Drew Scheffler's season so far, he had 10 points against Park Heritage back in the tournament at Linton. It's the only game he's been in double figures.
Actually,
So-
Justin, the other lady that helps commentate with you, Brandy Hughes, and me ref the other night together, so maybe you can come do one of our games. And
You'll have to let me know next time you guys are working together. I didn't know Brandy officiated.
yes, we did.
She does a lot of it from her seat over there
Well-
behind the scorer's bench.
And she's just as right up there as she is out on the floor, I promise you that.
18-14, Bedford North Lawrence trails number 1 Warren Central. Warren Central, one of the differences so far, Warren Central has yet to have a turnover, BNL has 4. But other than that, the Stars playing pretty well, hanging in there with the best team in Indiana. Jamison Smith walks it up.
Yeah, all team
Elijah
fouls we
Ray.
have is on Brayton, unfortunately, so
Elijah Ray has made an appearance for Warren Central. Bingham gets the ball off the screen. Now the baseline jumper by Smith is no good. Scheffler battles for it. Ray comes down with it. BNL chance to get within a single possession here. Ritter looks for somewhere to go. The count is on. You better get rid of it. Now Millette will restart the offense. Ritter on the wing. Ray directs traffic, gets it to Bunch. Kick out. Bunch has it on the baseline. Double team.
We need somebody to cut there in the middle in that situation. Kale had it on the block.
Now Millette, way out near the circle. Then goes back on the attack. Ritter to Millette, off the screen. Nothing there. Start again. Showing good patience here, and they need to cap it off with the basket. Ritter drives in, 15-foot pull-up. Got it. Nathan Ritter's first basket. BNL within 2. 4:45 to go in the first half. Bingham has it in the paint. Gets the ball slapped away. Foul's going to be called on Ritter, who got a piece of the ball, but also a piece of Bingham's arm. Ritter's first, BNL's 4th team foul. Warren inbound on the baseline, and Lane Hawkins comes back. Inbound to Robinson, he catches it and he scores easily on the inbounds play.
It's just very hard to defend.
When you're 6'6", you can go up and get about any pass you want to. Ray breaks the pressure. Ritter loses it. Now we got a breakout and a foul on Ray to stop the basket. McCall Ray's first. Elijah Ray will go to the free throw line.
I believe that was our 5th turnover.
Elijah Ray averages 6.4 points a game off the bench. First free throw is good. (21-16). 4:15 to go in the first half. Second free throw a little short. Battle for the rebound, and Millette has it. Ray almost turned it over again. Ritter calms things down. Now a foul on the handoff. Foul will be on Elijah Ray. His first, Warren's third. And he'll inbound on the sideline. Ray has it.
Nice pass.
Nice cut to McCall Ray. The layup, 21-18.
When we're patient, things have really went well for us. Tried to push the ball a few times up the court, and we're just not there yet with it.
BNL back to the 2-3 zone. Robinson, the 6'6" wing, acting as the point guard.
Reminds me of days that Cody Zeller would be out there in the top of the key.
Three-pointer good by Malik Stanley. His second three, his 8th point. 24-18. Millette almost loses it. The count is on. He gets it up to Ray. Breaks the press. Ray stutter dribble, spins and hands it off. Scheffler picked up his dribble. Now Ray has it. Now they're going to back the offense out and try to attack downhill. Ray gets a step, drives in, blocked away. Robinson on the rebound.
Nice stutter
Back to
step
Robinson
move.
on the layup and can't get it. Battle for the board. Robinson has it again. This time he scores.
So Cody Robinson.
26-18, 2:16 to go. Ritter all the way to the hole, being tracked from behind. Foul called out front before he got to the basket. Foul is on Elijah Ray.
Was on the Warriors, number 10, Elijah Ray.
His second, Warren's fourth.
For the Warriors, number 4, Kendall Brown.
And again, Warren on another mini run here, 8-2. Since BNL got within 2 points, Warren has outscored him 8-2. Stretched the lead back out. Millette inbounds it to Ray out high.
Yeah, we need to score here to stop the little run. Nice move by Millette.
Millette drives in, got it slotted away by Robinson. It'll stay with the Stars.
2 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Youth basketball team members to go to the southeast corner of the field house by the weight room.
Stars have trouble getting it in, but Millette gets it on the left wing. Ritter pulls up, no. And the rebound is Smith. Brown to Robinson to Stanley for another three. This one off the rim. Scheffler goes up and gets that rebound.
Very good rebound. Another chance to score again and keep this run at a very minimum level. Ritter with 2.
Good drive by Scheffler, who handed it to his teammate, and Nathan Ritter knocks it down, 26-20. Drew Scheffler having an outstanding basketball game. Robinson pulls up from 3. No good. Strong rebound by Brown, who gives it to his teammate, and now Scheffler's hurt. They need to stop the play here. Ray goes up and scores.
.40 seconds to go in the second quarter. They're going to pull it out and hold for one again.
Scheffler, whatever happened to him, he's shaking it off. Either got poked in the eye or the mouth or something. A little surprised the official looking right at him didn't stop play. And now Lance Ringler is going to call timeout and check on Scheffler. That took about a minute too long.
Yeah.
I believe Scheffler's looking for a contact lens is what's going on maybe.
It's a very odd situation there, waiting so long.
Assistant coach Brandon Stroud is going to check out Scheffler to see if the contact is on his face somewhere or in his eye or where it might be. Scheffler says, I'm good, let's go.
He had a minute to get his vision back. He's all right.
28-22, 24 seconds to go in the first half. Warren obviously will hope for the final shot.
Finding a man now.
Brown, quick shot, nope. Rebound Ritter. And that will end the first half. Number 1, Warren Central leads Bedford North Lawrence 28-22 at halftime. We will be back to start the second half. Back at Bedford North Lawrence as we get ready for the start of the second half. Warren Central, ranked number 1 in Class 4A, riding a 37-game winning streak, leads BNL 28-22. The Stars, considering that leading scorer Brayton Bailey has 3 fouls and 0 points, doing pretty well to stay in this game. Heidi, they've actually played well.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a shocker that we left him in with picking up the 3rd foul there, given the opportunity to pick up the 3rd foul. But the other players have stepped up, as a good team does, and we pulled through. And every time we can just give them the one opportunity, we're doing well. It's when we're getting the 2nd and 3rd opportunity. Lane Hawkins has done a really nice job of coming in and creating some problems on defense with his length and his size. Cale Bunch has done a nice job with the rebounds. Which, if we can find a way to get some shots down, we'll be doing all right. Of course, that's going to go the other way too. Some of their big kids that have been averaging several points have not got their rhythm going yet. So as soon as that happens, this could be a pretty good ball game.
BNL has done a pretty good job of dictating tempo, keeping the pace down. Warren Central, one of the top scoring teams in the state, has been forced to play a little bit slower than they would like. Drew Scheffler leads the Stars with 8 points, has not missed a shot. 3 for 3 from the field, 2 for 2 at the line. McCall Ray has 6 points. For Warren Central, Malik Stanley has 2 3-pointers and 8 points. Jacoby Robinson had 6, all in the second quarter. And Jesse Bingham has 7, all in the first quarter.
Coming out the second half, it'll be Warren Central's ball. Need to get a stop here already. Get this within just a couple possessions. Going into the fourth quarter, you always want to give yourself a chance those last 3 or 4 minutes.
2 key things that happened in the first half. Number 1, as we said, was the Warren Central 10-0 run in the first quarter. Went to a 14-6 lead, and they've maintained that margin ever since. BNL got within 2 in the second. Now we're at a 6-point contest as we get ready to start second half. Bingham drives around, slam.
Just kind of a matter of time before that was going to happen.
A little bit too easy that time. Simple baseline drive, and he got all the way to the bucket. Bailey drives in, does it to Bunch, lays it in. Saw that 3 times in the first half.
I think the first 2 or 3 possessions we did that same play there, so if we can keep that up, keep breaking out of foul trouble, we'll be all right on that.
Bunch's 3rd basket, Bailey's 3rd assist.
Still in the zone, 2-3 zone. Little pump fake, got Cale up in the air just a little bit, and his momentum just kind of pushed him down and picked up his first foul of the game.
First foul on Cale, BNL's first of the second half. Moore, the leading scorer for the Warriors, who has not scored yet. Bingham from 15, no good. Ritter skies, Robinson collects, and he will roll it in.
Not a lot of block out there that time. Braden brings it up against some pressure. Ritter on the wing.
Quick 3, no good. Bunch fights for it. Stay here as Robinson will be called for the foul over the back.
Nice block out there by Cale Bunch.
Foul was on Robinson, his 2nd. Bailey fires in the lane, got it. Faded away, got the basket, his first. 30-26, being over within 4. Bingham slashes into the lane, gets a pass, kicks it to Stanley, who fakes. Robinson directing traffic at the point. Long 3, good by Moore. His first basket.
He starts heating up, we may be in a little bit of trouble. He's been known to put a lot of 3s up.
Ray drives in, misses it. Brown tracks down the rebound. Warren Central, very sound, disciplined team. Has taken very few bad shots. Only thing we haven't heard from Chris Byers is that stomp from like J.R. Holmes, his mentor that J.R. is famous for on the sideline. I haven't seen that from Chris.
It's early yet.
Robinson. Now Brown has it. Robinson on the wing. Gets a screen. Kicks it to Stanley. Now Stanley open on a wing. Got it. His third three-pointer.
That may bring us out of the zone a little bit.
38-26. Warren's biggest lead, and now a turnover and a steal. And here goes Bingham. 40-26. Now Bailey is scrambling. Drives in, can't get it. Wild shot. Moore gets it ahead. Ray knocks it out of bounds. Saved the basket. They say it's off of Moore, out of bounds. Turnover, Warren's first.
Got a little sloppy there for a minute. Brayton brought the ball up against a couple guys. A little bit of contact, nothing called. McCall made a nice defensive play on the other end to get the ball back to us.
40-26. Bailey drives and scores. BNL needed that. Foul was on Robinson, his third.
Number 10, Elijah Ray.
Robinson will check out. Has 8 points, 5 rebounds. Bailey to the free throw line. About a 68% shooter from there on the season. Short. Scheffler rebound, score. There's Scheffler having quite a night.
He just went up and got that ball. There was nothing that was going to stop him. You could just see it in his eyes.
40-30, a 4-point trip for the Stars, who desperately needed that. Ray kicks it. Bingham jumper, got it.
A little bit what I was afraid of. They're going to come out and they're hitting their jump shots.
42-30. Bailey sizes up Ray. Hands it, fakes the handoff, drives inside, goes up, can't get it. Bunch has the rebound.
Oh.
Now he dishes it and foul's called. Dale Bunch having a solid game. 6 points, 5 boards for the big offensive lineman, who doubles as a center on the basketball team. Now he'll take a seat as Lane Hawkins comes in. 42-30, 3:43 to go in the third quarter. Scheffler dishes it to Hawkins, who scores.
We have had very good interior passing. Got it to the post several times tonight.
Drew Scheffler made that happen with a nice fake and drive.
Now we need to stop.
42-32. Bingham tries to drive around Hawkins, who just latched onto his jersey.
Not really that bad of a foul. Fans are disagreeing with that, but
Foul was on Hawkins.
had a little bit of his jersey.
His first, team second. Warren Central fans wanted an intentional foul because Bingham was headed for another slam. Now being a little confused on what defense they're in. Now Hawkins against Bingham. Bingham drives, Ray fakes, back to Bingham. Reverse layup good.
We get beat on that first step and we go to help and then leaves the guy open underneath.
Nice pass by Ray. Scheffler loses it. Bingham tracks it down. Ray drives. He dishes it back to Ray. Top of the key, wide open Moore for three. Good.
2 extra passes made that play happen right there. 2 or 3 times they could have had a shot.
Now Warren stretching it out, 47-32. Long pass to Ray, layup is good.
Very nice play, very nice play. Seifers with another timeout.
As many times as McCall Ray hit Drew Scheffler for touchdowns, that was the opposite. Drew Scheffler with the long pass to his football buddy McCall Ray for the layup, and BNL needed that. It's 47-34. Warren with a 13-point lead with 2:21 to go in the third quarter. Warren, Heidi, has picked up the tempo here in the third quarter.
Yeah, we need to slow it back down a little bit. As I said earlier, they come out with hitting their jump shots. It was going to kind of create a little bit of problem for us. We could stay in that zone early. They weren't hitting their shots. We were able to just limit it to one, maybe two shots at a time. They're coming out, they're hitting their shots. It's putting a little bit of pressure on us. Both teams like to run, but I think it'll put a little bit more pressure on us, them running than us.
Warren has hit 8 of 9 shots in this third quarter. Another reason they've been able to extend the lead. They're 3 for 3 from 3-point range. Malik Stanley now has 11 points. Bingham now has 15.
They've really had some inside-outside with that. It's hard, like I said earlier, it's hard to defend that. They get one dribble past their defender, somebody comes to help, and they're able to dish off. Makes it really hard to defend.
Very unselfish team. Very good passing, very fundamentally sound. Chris wouldn't expect anything else from Chris Byers.
Correct.
Now BNL back with pressure. Bingham breaks it easily. Stanley weaves his way into the paint, now backs it out. Bingham calls for a screen, doesn't use it, drives it around. Hawkins lays it in, and he will go to the free throw line. Jesse Bingham now taking control of this basketball game.
That first step, it'll get you every time.
That's 10 points in the quarter for Bingham, 17 overall, and he's going to the line for one more.
With them hitting their shots like they are, we're having to play pretty straight up defense, and that one step around, we don't have much help side there.
50-34, less than 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Ritter three, got it. Jason Ritter now has 7. BNL's going to have to come up with some sort of stop, and there's one.
That pressure paid off for us on that one. Get Ritter to hit
another three. Good again. That's one way to get back in it quickly.
Oh. Ritter tried to slide over and take the charge, just couldn't get there in time.
Ritter's second foul. BNL's fourth of the half. Bunch checks back in. Lane Hawkins takes the seat.
Looks like we're going to go back into the zone here for a minute.
50-40. 120 and the clock isn't moving. And then one of the officials spots it.
And now it's moving.
Now it's going when play is stopped.
Still going.
There we go. Now it's still running.
I'm not sure it was 7 seconds, but
the referee says put some time back on.
Try to put it about 1:15. There we go.
1:15. I don't want to throw Quang Tran under the bus, but Quang Tran's on the clock. 1:08 to go, and now Warren's going to hold the ball out. 50-40. 10-point lead, no reason to be in a hurry. BNL going to be content to stay back in the zone and let them kill time. Now they start to extend a little bit to put some pressure on basketball. Now Coach Siefer says back off. Now McCall, Ray, and Brayton Bailey are going to come out and put some token pressure on.
Watch the middle cut.
That's where Bingham's parked right now, and that's the last guy you want to get the basketball if you're Bedford North Lawrence. Bingham having quite a third quarter. 11 points this quarter, 18 for the game. $13 seconds to go.
We'll start their offense. Here we go. Good hands by
Ritter
Ritter.
swats the ball out of bounds. 9.5 left in the third. we have a whistle. And the officials think someone called a timeout.
Saying Warren Central player called a timeout. Okay, they're making them have.
They're going to give him a timeout, 30-second timeout. I don't think Chris really wanted that, but our buddy Lance Ringler says timeout nonetheless, start the clock, so 30 seconds. And now he's going over to the Warren sideline and say, hey, I'm sorry, but the kid did call a timeout.
Depending on the play he draws up, he may be happy the player called the timeout. BNL just needs to be able to defend this. We can go into the fourth quarter being down by 10 after their little run this quarter. It wouldn't be a bad thing.
Again, it was a 10-0 run. 10-0 run in the first quarter, 10-0 run here in the third. And that's what the difference of the game is so far. Hard to keep an explosive team at bay that long. Stanley drives.
Nice
kick.
Defense by Ritter and Brayton there.
Warren will inbound it on the baseline, 4.3 left.
Seifers is trying to get a sub in, trying to get Hawkins in there for some size and some length.
And to get Bailey from getting the fourth foul.
Correct.
And also to stop an inbounds lob on the baseline.
Hands up.
Bingham. Ritter swats it, but no foul is called. 0.9 left. Bingham went up to shoot. Ritter got the ball deflected from the side. Referee out high, calls a foul on Ritter, and that's his third. Bingham to the line. 0.9 seconds left in the third quarter. Free throw is good. 19 points for Jesse Bingham.
Brayton back in for Bunch. Maybe get a dribble and a shot. If he makes this.
Second free throw good again. Bingham has 20 points. 52-40. Bailey with the long baseball heave. It's way off, and that'll end it. Number 1 Warren Central will go to the fourth quarter, leading Bedford North Lawrence 52-40. We'll be back in a moment with the fourth. Back for the fourth quarter. Warren Central leading BNL 52-40. Stars on the attack.
Nice backdoor cut.
Bailey cuts the back door. We go to the free throw line as the foul's called.
Warren Central won the first quarter by 6 points, and they won the third
Foul is on
quarter
Robinson.
by 6
That's
points.
his fourth.
Warriors, number 23, Jacoby Robinson, shooting for the Stars.
Have to make up quite a bit of ground here in this fourth quarter.
Bailey to the free throw line. This one's good. 5 points for the junior guard. Second is good. BNL's going to have to find a way to create turnovers and get defensive stops. Warren breaks the press. Smith drives into bunch, shoots no good. Bingham rebounds. Got it to go. Jesse Bingham, 22 points for Warren Central, 54-42. Bailey pulls up. Shot no good. Robinson fights for it. It will go to the Warriors. BNL still with pressure. Warren handles it. Three-pointer in the corner. In and out. Rebound to Ray. And now a turnover.
He knew it as soon as he threw it.
Dish is back, and that one's intercepted. So it's exchange of mistakes. Stars back on the attack.
Need McCall back in the offense here. He was a little bit quiet the last quarter.
Bailey didn't use the screen, drives the baseline. Goes under, reverse layup is way off. Stanley, three in the corner, good again. Malik Stanley, deadly from outside, 4 3-pointers. 57-42. Ritter with the stutter steps, can't lose his man. Bingham right on him. Now pulls up from 15, partially blocked. Bingham gets the rebound.
Nice hands
now
by
pass
McCall.
ahead is intercepted. Ritter in the corner. Three, no. Smith yanks down the rebound. 57-42. Now Bingham will slow it down. Robinson will collect. Cale Bunch will have to go out and get him, and that's a mismatch. Robinson goes right around all the way to the basket and scores. Joby Robinson, nice move. 59-42. If Cale Bunch meant Mr. Robinson on the football field, that outcome might have been different, but this is basketball. Advantage Robinson. Ray pulls up, wild shot, got it. Wanted a foul, didn't get it. Now dish to Smith, lays it in.
And I'm sure how much pressure we need to be putting on right now as far as in the backcourt.
61-44, less than 5 minutes to go. Bailey drives, can't get it. Bunch slaps it out to Ray. Can't lose his man, now drives, kick out to Scheffler. Three in the corner, Bailey, no good. Bunch.
Another nice rebound by Cale.
Loses the ball, slapped away, saves it. Ritter collects it. Good hustle by Cale Bunch. Bailey spins, shoots, scores.
Another nice move.
Challenged Bingham and went to the hole and got him.
I think that's Seeker's 4th timeout of the game.
61-46, 4:09 to go in the 4th quarter. You mentioned BNL pressing. Right now, that's about the only chance they have is to come out and challenge and hopefully force turnovers. Of course, Warren only has 4 tonight.
Right.
But when you're down 15, you sometimes have to do what you don't want to do.
Right. We just got to bust everything we can to get back on defense on that. Maybe just a little bit less pressure. Hawkins maybe back in there this quarter, this last 4 minutes. Some length, some size, it helps a little bit. Trey Millett's back in the game. He'll put a lot of pressure on the ball as well.
(61-46). Warren will inbound on the baseline. BNL will press.
They're setting up 4 across.
Moore wasn't
Almost got
expecting
one
that
there.
pass. Got it, drives in, challenges Hawkins, and got it. Brown wasn't expecting it. Hit him right in the chest. He got free and went and scored. Hawkins, no good. Stanley got the rebound, and he's going to be fouled. Foul will be on Millette.
Honestly, the pressure has not hurt either one of our teams. A lot of our turnovers are early on, were a lot of unforced turnovers. I got another one again.
Robinson's
We did get one there.
Tried to throw it out of bounds. Ball was deflected. It'll stay with Warren Central. Again, 6'6", Jacoby Robinson, directing traffic at the top of the key in the offense and at the point of the attack of the press.
Oh.
And he only has one turnover tonight, so he's doing a good job. Bingham now has it out high, and here's the other problem. If Warren decides to pull it out, which they are, they have quite an advantage of mismatches. Bingham dishes it to three, no good. If it goes out of bounds, it'll go to BNL. But if BNL goes out to challenge them, there's no way they can stay with them.
Hopefully they went cold here again for the last 3 minutes and we can hit some shots. Ritter's back in the game.
63-46. 3:24 to go. Ritter fakes, can't get free. Ray does. Got it. McCall Ray, 13 points.
Down 14.
But again, Warren can pull it out.
Get a little pressure here.
Brown drives it and kicks it, and Robinson waits for Bunch to get there and then can go around him whenever he wants. There he goes, and then Bunch's only recourse is to go out and foul him. Cal Bunch just doesn't have the quickness to stay with Jacoby Robinson.
See how well they shoot free throws these last 2.5 minutes?
That is 7 on BNL, so from this point, the Warriors will go to the free throw line just for the 1-and-1. Robinson's first trip there tonight. Free throw is good.
As a team, it looks like they shoot about 72% on the year.
(64-49). Robinson good again. (65-49). 2:33 to go. Bailey sizes up. Brown goes around him. Hook shot, no good. Fight for the rebound. Robinson tracks it down, saves it. Wild play, Millette. Ray behind the back, off of Ritter's leg and out of bounds, and that's a turnover.
Substitution for the Stars, number 13, Brown.
A little bit of a wild play there, uncharacteristic of both teams. Kanan Browning checks in for his first time tonight for the Stars. Junior reserve guard, usually in for defensive pressure.
Good hands there on the call, Ray.
Skies tips it out of bounds. 2:11 to go. BNL hasn't played badly, just doesn't have the athletes to match up.
No, I agree. There's just been a couple little 10-0 runs that's really hurt us.
Brown drove in, lost control. Browning tried to draw the charge, didn't get it, but the ball goes out of bounds to the Stars. 6 turnovers now. Bailey catches the long pass, drives in, scores. Bailey tried to draw contact on that play, didn't get the call.
Oh.
And now Ritter and Stanley collide, and that foul will be on Ritter. and that's his fourth.
On the Stars, number 24, Jaden Ritter.
Warriors will go back to the free throw line for another 1-and-1. This time Malik Stanley, who has been deadly from three-point range, has 4 threes, 14 points.
Shooting for the Warriors, Malik Stanley.
Free throw is good. (66-51). Second is good.
We've been able to beat that pressure pretty good tonight.
Ray, no good, and Stanley collects it. Shields away the defender. 1:40 to go. Warren's going to extend its winning streak to 38 consecutive games. Very impressive.
On the Stars, number 30, Trey Millett.
I didn't look ahead at their schedule to see who they've got coming up. You said they were playing in the Holiday Classic.
The Hall of Fame tournament in Newcastle on Saturday.
I'm sure there'll be some competition up there as well.
Free throw by Robinson is good again. Robinson has 13 points, 7 rebounds, make it 14. 69-51, 136 left. Warren continues with the pressure.
This team is going to be very hard to beat.
They are good. And wait till they get 2 better players back there.
Right.
David Bell, one of the heroes last year of the win over New Albany in the state tournament. Hit the last second shot that beat Romeo Langford and the Bulldogs.
Like right there, I mean, we get within 14. I know it's still a little bit away at 2 minutes, but you foul them and they hit both their free throws. It just keeps extending. The fundamentals is very important.
Really to the free throw line, got it. He now has 11 after a scoreless first half. Zach Sasser in for BNL.
Short.
Bailey's free throw is short. Stanley gets the rebound.
Oh.
Lob pass is a little bit behind Bingham, who lost it out of bounds. Turnover on Warren Central as Brown and Bingham failed to connect on the lob for the slam. And Warren Central continues with full court pressure, up 17 with 1:16 left. Bailey loses the basketball.
May have jammed his thumb there on that play.
Now Browning will be called for the foul out front. Don't quite understand Warren Central's approach here in the last couple of minutes, but you compete until the very, very end. Stanley's free throw is good.
Probably right about their average. Looks like they've been scoring high 60s most games, so.
Same with 2 free throws. BNL continues to face pressure. Slapped out of bounds. 1:07 left, 71-52. Browning gets it in. Ray collects it. Now he'll bring it up.
Last minute of the game.
Now he'll take a 3. No good. Browning crashes in, but Robinson above the crowd. Gets the rebound. Now he's in trouble. And now we have a foul called. Foul was on Sasser. His first. BNL's 10th. Robinson to the free throw line for 2. 50.8 seconds remaining. Warren Central about to improve to 6-0. And as we said, their 38th consecutive win.
At this point, you're just preparing for February, March in the tournament. It's hard to practice this kind of pressure in your practices.
Now we have players. Entire new 5 coming in for Bedford North Lawrence. We'll try to identify as many as we can. Jackson Miracle, Brandon Flynn, Aiden Pemberton,
Josh Blunk,
and Staley. Cooper Staley is in. Robinson got a second one. Now Warren will likewise put in new personnel. .8 seconds, 72-52. Miracle long pass ahead is knocked away. Flynn gets it and almost lost it. It will stay with the Stars. Delay as we wait for Ray to tuck his shirt in. Cooper Staley drives in, launches, scores. Cooper Staley, one of the scoring leaders on the junior varsity, a deadly three-point shooter. Got that floater to go on the baseline. 72-54. Ray holding it out, less than 20 seconds.
He will just run the clock out here.
Going to do it. Number 1, Warren Central. Improves to 6-0, defeating Bedford North Lawrence 72-54. We want to thank our sponsor tonight, Four Seasons Sporting Goods, for allowing us to bring the live stream to you. We hope you enjoyed it. Heidi, any last thoughts on the game?
I was proud of BNL. I thought they played hard. I thought they competed well. It is the #1 team in the state. They've won that many games in a row for a reason. So to been really within 2 points at one time and to have been mostly within 6 to 10, I thought we did some good things, and I think just a few little things we need to work on, and we'll be all right for the tournament coming up in the spring.
BNL is going to be idle for a while. We will let you know when our next broadcast will be. In the meantime, we want to thank everyone for watching, especially from the Indianapolis area. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast of Warren Central, which defeats Bedford North Lawrence 72-54. Thank you for watching.